Hello guys and welcome back. Welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and in today's video we are going to be reviewing none other than the movie Spider-Man No Way Home. Okay, I know I'm late with this review. Here's the fact. I moved. I had a lot of stuff going on. I had no time to review this movie. But I did eventually get a chance to go and watch it. Shoutouts to my cousin Nick, by the way, for taking me to the movie theaters to go see No Way Home. Me, my cousin Nick, and his best friend Daniel had a great time watching No Way Home. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Now, by the way, I do a whole bunch of other reviews and other videos, and they're all down the pipeline coming to this channel, so hopefully you guys do like, share, and hit that subscribe button for more. What can I say about No Way Home? Oh my god, that was just a fantastic Spider-Man movie, and not just a fantastic Spider-Man movie, but I think this is, without a doubt, Spider-Man 2 has been always my favorite Spider-Man movie. The original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2 movie. But this has, hands down, got to be, and I'm not kidding, the best Spider-Man movie I've seen, and it's high up there as one of the best superhero movies ever made. Now, I know that's high praise. A lot of people are going to call this movie nothing but fan service. And I can't understand why people would call it fan service, but here's the thing. I think that's what a lot of movies today lack. I mean, you don't want just straight up fan service every single time, but if you don't give the fans what they want, they're not going to come back and buy the next ticket, pay for the next movie. They don't want to see a bunch of trash made. And this movie, I promise you, was not trash. People calling this fan service. It's not it's fan service, but it's the right amount of fan service to make you want to come back to the theater. You know, this is exactly what the fans want. They say fan service, yeah, right. It's just what the fans want, and they gave us what we want. Now, what am I talking about when I say they gave us what we want? We got Tobey Maguire back. We got Andrew Garfield back. Okay, I'm not really much of a fan of the spectacular Spider-Man movies, the Amazing Spider-Man movies, my apologies. I've seen the first one, and I didn't like it to the point where I never saw the second. I'll have to go back and watch the second now. And the first one, come to think of it. I'll do a review for those in the future. But what can I say about these two characters coming back? Oh, it was great. It was great. Just having a couple of scenes with them, and granted, they're mostly in the third half of the movie, but it was just enough to really satisfy us. And something that I think was incredible is you got these two big name actors, and something Marvel was able to do really well. Two big main actors, and it doesn't take away from the main actor. In fact, I think Tom Holland's Spider-Man in this movie, which this is new for me because I have not been a fan of Tom Holland's portrayal of Spider-Man at all in any of the films. I loved him in this movie. In fact, he was the best part of this movie. Yes, we got Tobey Maguire. Yes, we got Andrew Garfield back. But the best part of this movie was Tom Holland's acting. I'm not kidding. That scene at the end when he's going toe-to-toe with none other than the Green Goblin. Oh my god, he was about to kill him. Oh my god, the acting was incredible. And the scene with the His Aunt May. Okay, yeah. Okay, so they killed off Aunt May. They gave her the Uncle Ben treatment, and I know what people are gonna say about that, but here's the thing. When it comes to the Tom Holland Spider-Man, we never got that. We never got the Uncle Ben moment for Tom Holland. And I understand why they did it. It's because, well, everybody knows the origin of Spider-Man, with great, power comes great responsibility, he probably already knows that, so let's just go on with the show, that's what they were kind of thinking about it. But it's true, we all kind of wanted an Uncle Ben moment for him, and I was kind of hoping that, okay, if they don't bring Tobey Maguire back as Spider-Man, maybe they would bring Tobey Maguire back as an Uncle Ben figure, and maybe have something where he's having a flashback to what's going on with Uncle Ben and his past. And I was hoping they were going to do something like that, but they brought Tobey back as another multiverse Spider-Man instead, so that was even cooler. The Uncle Ben moment for Aunt May, you know what? It was beautifully done. The acting on both of the actors, oh my god, it was just fantastic, and it really made an impact on the character of Tom Holland Spider-Man. Made him change. Like, seriously, he was going after, and I mean straight up going after the Green Goblin because of the death of Aunt May. And seeing that change in him, making him actually, feel like a character, feel like someone who was actually growing up, I think that's what made this Spider-Man movie, feel that much more great to me. That's what made Tom Holland feel so much better in this movie than any of the other movies. Because here's the thing about the Tom Holland Spider-Man. Nothing against the actor, but the MJ actor, I can't remember her name, but she's actually a really good actor. I've seen her in other stuff. She's really good. I do not like their portrayal. I do not like the MCU portrayal of the Spider-Man characters. Not MJ, not Spider-Man, not none of them. None of them feel like the Spider-Man characters I like, and I think it's just because they treat them all like goofy kids. Like, how many references did Spider-Man make in the other movies to old movies? I just didn't feel like this was Spider-Man to me. I think it's because of the way the writers treated the character. And granted, maybe it's because this isn't Disney. However, it's great that the MCU and the Disney quality has come to Sony, but I think these are the Sony writers, and they know how to write Spider-Man more than the MCU Disney did. And he was just perfect. He, in this movie, felt like he was growing up, and that's something that I really liked. In the other movies, I enjoy Spider-Man for what it means for the character of Tony Stark, and I really did enjoy Spider-Man Far From Home, only because of the main villain, though. Only because of Mysterio. I didn't really like Spider-Man in that movie. I felt like he was annoying. I feel like he's annoying in all of the films. Except this one. I think he is my favorite Spider-Man more than Tobey Maguire even, which I can't believe I'm saying that. He was just so good in this movie. And even though Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were there, it never took away, the story never went away from Tom Holland's Spider-Man, which was fantastic. Our universe Spider-Man, that's what we needed. So, what was the quote-unquote main story of this? So we already knew what it was from the trailers. Spider-Man, thanks to the events of Far From Home, everyone knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And because of that, that's causing him and his friends a lot of problems. They're trying to get into college. Everyone knows where Peter Parker lives, so Aunt May and him have to move into Happy's apartment, which Happy was great, by the way, in this movie. I wish there was more Happy. Here's another great cameo, which, again, I can't believe that Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield were more than just cameos in this movie. They did play a big role. Not a huge role, but a big role in this movie. But, yeah, we got none other than Daredevil. We got a Daredevil cameo in this, making the Daredevil Spider-Man Netflix universe. It's part of the same universe, man. It's part of the MCU. It's all canon now. That is fantastic. I love that. I love the fact that they did that. Well, does this mean we'll get a continuation of the character of Daredevil? I hope so. I hope we get to bring him back at some point, but this was a fantastic cameo. He didn't play really much of a role in this movie at all, just a cameo character, and that's fine. That was fantastic. Again, fan service, whatever. Call it what you want. I think it was cool. I think it was awesome. I think they did a fantastic job bringing back the Daredevil. Okay, now continuing on with the story. Yeah, so his friends and him are trying to get into college, but they can't. They're having a lot of problems. And seeing what this is doing, the effect that it's making on not only his girlfriend, his best friend, but his family as well, he decides to go to Doctor Strange and ask him if if using a bit of magic, they can do something about that. And Doctor Strange is like, yeah, all right, let's. You know what? You did a really good job being a hero. I'm gonna try to help you. You know, he trying to help him, which I'm happy that Doctor Strange was in this movie. I'm happy that it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be Mysterio again. I thought Mysterio was gonna be Doctor Strange tricking him into thinking reality only to break the universe on accident. I thought something like that was gonna happen. No, it's actually Doctor Strange. In this movie, Doctor Strange was a little bit more standoffish, but you know what? He was like that in the original Doctor Strange as well. So I really liked Doctor Strange in this movie. I can't wait to see the Multiverse of Madness, because this movie leads right up into that. So, yeah, Doctor Strange does his spell, but Spider-Man's like, yeah, but I want my girlfriend to know me. I want you guys to know me. Can't you just change a little bit of the spell? And he's like, oh, sure, but no, nothing else. And then he changes it again. Oh, sure, but nothing. Okay, dude, the spell is breaking. You're causing the multiverse to break. And eventually, the spell breaks, and anyone who ever knew that Peter Parker was indeed Spider-Man is now coming to this universe. And that's the story. We got, Doc Ock, and that was fantastic. We got Electro, the Lizard, that stuff like that. But we get the Green Goblin. And this is fantastic because Harry Osborn from the Tobey Maguire universe, fantastic actor. I think he did a fantastic job in this movie. Harry Osborn is not a bad guy. He's got another side that takes over him, and he can't do anything about it. So he actually tries to find Peter Parker to help him out when he finds out, his aunt and everything. Yeah, he just wants to get rid of the Green Goblin, and he kind of can't. And so Spider-Man gets the idea, okay, I'm going to try to help these people out. In fact, we never get to see Vulture in this, and I'm alright with that. I thought we were going to get Vulture, though. I thought this was going to be the Sinister Six, and nope, we didn't really get the Sinister Six. We got the Sinister Five, and really it wasn't even the Sinister Five. It was just a bunch of villains from other multiverses that Peter Parker or Peter Parker, Tom Holland Spider-Man, is trying to help. And we also find out that his friend Ned has magical powers just like Doctor Strange. And through that, he's able to open a portal to hopefully find Peter Parker, and finds, Peter Parker, but not Tom Holland Peter Parker. He finds Andrew and Tobey Maguire. Fantastic. And that's the story, eventually, he's trying to help him out when the Green Goblin shows up and takes over and becomes Spider-Man's main villain in this movie. That was fantastic to see him versus the Green Goblin, because the main villain of Spider-Man has always been the Green Goblin. So it's fantastic to see the Green Goblin versus Spider-Man in this movie. Fantastic. And I loved all the jokes and the humor between the Spider-Mans, That was great. I loved them in the lab scene. That was fantastic. Showing off all three of their genius minds. That was great. That was the end of the movie. I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. Fantastic movie, 10 out of 10. Probably will never give another movie 10 out of 10 for a long time. Amazing. I know I didn't talk about Venom. That's because Venom wasn't in this movie. He was in a after credit scene. Yeah, that's all we got from Venom, and I'm kind of happy from that. I mean, I enjoyed Carnage. I enjoyed the character Carnage, but Venom in that movie, not so much. So I'm kind of glad that he wasn't much of a part of it. However, a little piece of Venom did stay behind, and it's looking for Peter Parker. So I guess if Tom Holland ever wanted to do another movie, it would have to be dealing with Venom from the other universe. So, yeah, cool. That's that. That's the story of the MCU Tom Holland Spider-Man. At the end of the day, he had to give up everything. Everybody had to forget who Peter Parker was to send everybody back home, including his girlfriend. So no one knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man except Peter Parker himself. Great. That's how the movie ended, and I liked it. I really liked the movie. In fact, I go as far as saying I loved the movie. 10 out of 10, fantastic movie. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more. And I am out.